It was a picture of 4 women. They were dressed in luxurious items. They had their sons in luxurious items, like dressed. And these children are like no more than 4 or 5. And the caption was, these are my kings, and basically but here's the thing: no man in sight, no man in sight at all. So we got a lot of flack because the caption of this said this, and I'll repeat it. So basically, damn it, y'all can't see that. It looks like this. So y'all see this shit right
up
here?
there.
Up here. Look at this shit right here.
Yeah.
See all that right there. There you go. So you see this bullshit. So this is what the caption said. I'm going to read it out. There's no man in this picture that would bring balance to a complete family, thus perpetuating the bullshit cycle of false independence and pushing the man completely out of the picture. Also promoting perverse nature with their sons, dressing them like the fuck shit niggas that left their dumb ass. Mind you, her simple-minded ass knew he wasn't worth shit but allowed him to nut in her anyway, prompting materialism to a child that they need shit like that to be happy and cool, keeping the child from living like a child. This picture screams insecurity, stupidity, and deception, which is resulting in overmass production of sexually confused men and simps. I know that was a mouthful.
All right, y'all, but apparently this blew up our shit, and I had people text me. I had someone actually put a poem. Someone actually made a poem. I ain't gonna put your name out there.
Yes, we're not gonna do that.
They actually blocked us.
No, we understand. We understand everyone is entitled to their opinion, so there's no hate here. We're actually responding to your questions and your inquiries, because you weren't the only one.
This is what the poem said.
Over the river and through the woods, the black men are some dogs. That ain't it.
Basically.
Your hatred of women and gay people is the slavery sequel.
Wow.
You are trapped in the illusion of your mind.
Wow.
Your outdated ideas have made you blind. You are no longer one of a kind to me as you swim in your own toxic masculinity. Whoa. While drowning our entire black community.
Okay, we gotta break this down.
That is Erica Badu shit. Let me stop. Erica hate do.
Hate do.
Hate do. I hate you.
Okay, let's break this down, bro. Let's start from the last one. While drowning our entire black community. Okay, first of all.
Okay.
The post was about how females they treat their sons as the motherfucker that left them. Mm-hmm. And when that happens, they treat their son like men. And they fall in love, and then their son end up becoming
we gotta fix it.
Feminine, and it not really. How can I explain?
It's the whole purpose is. Let me break that picture down. So once again, guys, let's show this picture. I'm gonna break this picture down. First of all, look how the women are posing in front of their children, their sons. Don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to have my mind dirty, but look at how they are reacting to look at the way that they are with their
kissing.
They're with their boys. And first of all, your child is not your fucking king. That is your prince. Stop. In a way, you are perverting that. You're sending mixed signals to that child that way.
How are we drowning the black community?
And that's the thing. And
it's not toxic masculinity.
Right. And and as a woman, and women hate to say they, unfortunately, a lot of these men are growing up like this because they are busy listening to what the definition of a man is through a woman's perspective when it's completely false. You are a woman. You do not know what it is to be a man. As a man, we do not know what it is to be a woman. So let's keep those boundaries separate. It's okay. One thing about women that I would love to tell y'all like to, not all, but a lot of women out there like to invite certain shit in and then wonder why it's hard to close that door. When you invite certain shit in, it's hard to get it out. Like I said, you're inviting in materialism. So then you're showing your son that you're not really teaching him discipline to value and appreciate things. So then and you're dressing him up like a Gucci ass nigga. Mind you, the nigga that ain't with you. So basically, you are reminding yourself of the same pain that you went through through your son. Do you understand? You are basically, and you're going to treat him like that if you see his characteristics, which he is, of course, because fucking biologically, he is his dad.
But bro, there's a lot of kids, boys that grow up with no father in the house.
No father in the
I'm
house.
not trying to shit on female single mothers.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
When
we're not doing
boy
that.
Hang out with all women in his family.
He's going to have feminine tendency.
Known to argue, debate, cry.
And it's okay to argue and debate and cry. We're not saying that.
Right.
But here this is what we're saying. And we're not trying to sound like a caveman. We're just saying it how it is.
We ain't trying to sound homophobic.
Yeah, we're not. Nobody's homophobic. But at the same time, ladies, you're out of pocket when you're trying to tell us men how to raise our boys to be men. Fuck that shit. You don't see a lot of men out here pimping their little daughters like that because it would be all hell. They would be like, wait a minute, what are you doing? Imagine this. Imagine a men dressing their daughters like the chicks that they're fucking. We would be outraged.
Right.
So why isn't it this? I need y'all to keep that same energy. Ladies, it is not cool to do that. Your son is not your king. Your son is your prince. Now, what you need to do is make better choices of the men that you allow to fuck with you. That comes to you because the first thing you want to do is blame the man for leaving, but you already knew how this man was, and don't give me this shit about he changed all of a sudden. No, you just didn't pay attention. He was always the same. So you can go ahead and fuck with the 6'5" nigga with a beard and with the tattoos and the gang persona or whatever, the asshole attitude. You know what you're getting with, so why do you get upset when they do what they said the way that they are perceived to do? If a nigga is fucking different women all over the place, what make you think he gonna settle down for your ass? When you don't bring anything but your body in the beginning of it. That's a whole nother thing, but the point of that picture is, look at how there's no unity in there. There's no real balance. You need you want a man and a woman. You need both. Yeah, picture. It's missing, and a lot of things are missing. He ain't gonna have no structure, and the women think because they're dressing him like that, you're still raising him to be in a feminine way. Like, yeah, men don't need to cry all the fucking time. We're not built that way.
Someone commented, they put maybe the father's taking the picture. Ain't no father gonna tell his son to kiss
your mom like that. No, and that's what I'm saying, ladies. Do you look how the way they're doing it's like you're doing that shit that you would do with a nigga.
Right.
You don't need to be first thing you need to do when you are a child. You kiss your son's forehead. Do some shit like that. Kiss him on the cheek. Don't be kissing him in the lips like this, like posting that shit like that. Like, look at this. Look at this shit, y'all. We're not saying that, but look at it. I want y'all to really take a look at this. Look at this. That is not cool. You know, and everybody like, oh, your mind is in the gutter. No, it's not. That we're trying to know because it could go so many wrong ways.
And then, well, let's get to the second paragraph or the second to last paragraph where it said that as you swim in your own toxic masculinity.
I'm tired of toxic masculinity bullshit.
I believe
there is.
If you want to go there, there's something called feminine. Toxic.
There's a lot of feminine toxicity.
Because you can't say nothing about how the world needs to produce a man and a female.
That's right.
And you gotta have a man and a female to make you can't.
You gotta have a man to like. You have to have a man to like a woman.
You can't raise a child, 2 women, 2 men. It's not gonna work out like that.
Now, yeah, people will say that, but and it's like this. That is just the reality of laws of nature. Like people,
nature.
Yeah, you want to
use laws of nature.
Yeah, like I said, once again, you want to invite the bullshit in, and then you can't invite one thing in and expect nothing else to come up in. Once you open those floodgates,
you're gonna have little drag queen, little boys.
You're gonna have all that shit.
Did you know there's a little 10-year-old drag queen boy in New York? He's dancing in front of all these old white men in New York.
Once again,
and like there's a library. I'm not sure. It's somewhere in the United States where there's drag queens reading books to little kids.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why?
Yeah, like you have to let these children. it's okay to let the children acknowledge and give them and let them see what's out there, but you don't throw that on them.
Right.
You just say, hey, this
they're
is what's out,
kids.
this is what's out there, but I'm not gonna make you choose anything. I just want you to know what's out there to prepare you for what you see. See, that's the problem. People think when you have to accept it. No, I can acknowledge. There's a difference. I will acknowledge, which means I respect their their
Right.
wishes as
We
personal.
have no problem with gay people. And in the poem it says your hatred of women and gay people. How? I love women. I don't give a fuck what gay people do. How the fuck is the slavery part 2?
Because
How,
but
AJ?
she doesn't.
How?
But that person doesn't realize
How?
actually she's the slave mentally.
How?
Because she's being programmed by people
She's
instead of thinking out of her own box. It's like this.
Right.
It's okay.
Right.
There's a reason. There's a reason why they're structured the shit. There's a reason why you shouldn't do certain things, and that's just life in general. There's a reason why people say you can't drink too much alcohol. Why? It'll kill you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why you have to work. You don't work, you don't pay, you don't eat. There's a natural order to things. She's the slave because you are a slave to your you're a slave to your emotions. See, that's the problem. To your emotions.
And this new mainstream thing.
Yes, and that's.
I don't give a fuck if you go by your gender. We need to go by
your identity. Is what's in here.
Most people are going by
their sexuality, and that's not just that is a part of your. That's just a small fraction of you. If you allow your sexuality to be your identity, then you're in trouble. You know why? Because once again, if you allow that little small thing to define you, you've boxed yourself in, actually. Exactly. You are the one who are putting yourself in that little hole, in that little tiny spot. Mm-hmm. That's not who you are. It's okay for men to be masculine. I'm tired of these women saying that shit. Let a man be masculine. A man needs to take charge. There is a man that you need that man to show him, hey, look, don't dwell on this bullshit. It's okay to get your emotions out, but within 24 hours, I'm going to need you to wrap that shit up and keep it moving. If you need certain type of counseling, we will get there. But what we're not going to do is allow you to sit here and dwell on this shit. So I'm tired of that. And then another part is the simps. What I mean by the simps is the motherfucking dudes who wants to do everything to please the woman, not even realizing that woman don't respect you. A simp is a dangerous person. Simping can get you killed, fellas. And I'm going to let you know that. And I don't feel bad for motherfuckers who get killed. You ever seen them type of dudes where you debating a woman on Twitter? I've seen it. I've debated a woman on Twitter before. And he came out of nowhere and was like, yeah, we don't, look, honey, we ain't worried about beige niggas right now. So he was going in at me. And I'm just sitting here like, are you serious, my nigga? And then I went in on it. I'm like, nigga, you are 41 with the Orlando Magic jersey on. Like, go have a seat. And then he goes at me, nigga, I'll come where you at. Say I won't fly there. I'm like, man, they don't take food stamps at airlines, my nigga. Maybe Spirit, maybe. Yeah, they don't take that. I'm sitting there, I'm going in on this nigga. I'm like, dog, you have a gold fake chain. Like, I saw the peeling on the neck part.
You saw the rash?
Yeah, I saw the rash, yeah. And it's like, he literally, and his skin looks dingy and dirty, which means he drinks too much alcohol and he smokes too much. So it's like, nigga, but that's the simping part. Like these niggas out here that are trying to step in for a woman honor when it's not even necessary. Not even that. It's just dudes that's trying to get the approval of a woman so bad that they can try to get their ass from. And it's like, dog, you a clown. Those type of women don't. At the end of the day, most women like a man that stands on his own and don't. It's like, yo, I don't need. That's why women are attracted to men with power, real men with power, because they like the men with power. Like, I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm me. I'm gonna either you can hit the sheets or the streets. It don't matter to me, nigga. That's one of the best versatile lines I've ever heard in my life. Say that shit again. It was off of Black Dynamite with Michael John White. He had a fine ass woman. He had Sally Richardson, the chick from Shame, Low Down Dirty Shame. That was Sally Richardson. He looked at and she was like looking at him like, I ain't gonna give you nothing. A man with power. This nigga didn't simp like baby. He looked at her and said, look, you can either hit the streets or the sheets. Either way, it don't matter. You see, a real man is going to be fine with or without some ass. Real men don't have to worry about that. It's like, look, but that's what I'm saying. These simp dudes out here are trying. And then I got another one. Shout out to the Posh Sessions again. She gonna laugh at this one. she got this other little chat thing, and I said something to debate another woman, and this other nigga gonna come under my thing and start under my comment and start making something. I didn't even respond. That's how. Yeah. First of all, I can't talk to niggas who got they don't even have the picture of themselves on Facebook. What the fuck? No, he didn't have a flower. He had like a comedian on his thing. I'm like, oh yeah, cause you're the joke. Nobody wants to see your ugly ass. I want to call his name out so bad because the Posh Sessions know who it is. Carolina know who it is. And when I tell her, she gonna laugh, but I don't give a fuck. Like he probably know her very well, but simping. So this is what I'm saying, because men are trying, in this era, women are trying to define what a man is, and that's unacceptable. We as a man, I cannot tell a woman how to be a woman. I can't do that.
For me, every time, like last week or the last show, you always say women, they define what a man is. Break that down. Like, what exactly are they doing?
They are trying to they want a man to be a woman, basically. They want a man to feel the same way they want to feel.
Like a savage?
Yeah, no, not even just that. That's some bullshit. That's a whole nother topic.
But they would.
Anyway, what they really want is a man. They really just want to control. They want to control the man. They want him to bend to her will. That's what they're saying. So even if a woman in her mind, if I'm wrong, you still have to accommodate me because I was right somehow. You have to bow down and do what I say. You know, you need to be emotional. You need to be emotional with me about shit. When I want you to be. You need to do things like that. No, sweetheart. No, it ain't even gotta be bitch. It's just no, sweetheart. I don't. Like, no, you don't know. Cause shit ain't gonna get done if we do that. We can't be two assholes sitting somewhere. If the rent due, we both going, I can't believe it, Maya. This is gonna destroy me. Nope. A man gonna be like, hey, exactly. A man gonna be like, look, I gotta get this other job. Something like, we're gonna get this done this way. And that's what it is. As a man, you have to stand on your own 2 feet, make the decisions and live with it, and then keep it moving. Okay. And we have that's the thing.